Wesnoth or related to Inky's quest, the cuttlefish campaign. In the previous one, which was pretty short, in the previous scenario, we basically just were caught. No, the ancient lich caught up with us, but we knew where his weakness was, and so we just basically ran away from them to his weakness to gain access to this. We are searching for a thing called the Onyx Egg, where like the Lich Lord, I don't know what exactly is. I forgot his name basically. Ravian, Ravian, I think. It was anyway. He basically put part of his power or something into this Onyx Egg, and as long as that one exists, he's unkillable. So of course we have to break this egg for us to stand any chance against fighting them, and hopefully even just destroying him by destroying this egg. So, and this egg is stored inside a cave, which is not that great for us because we are cuttlefish. We don't quite handle things outside of the water very well. So the good news is, by entering this cave, we broke the dam that kept the water out. Like, the cave is basically below the water line, and now we gotta drown them all, which justifies the name of the scenario, the Drowned Dwarf's Day. Let's go. For the record, this is probably also not a very long scenario. Ravian's greatest weakness was his arrogance. Instead of following our invertebrate heroes to the cave, he started shouting at his soldiers for not managing to fulfill his orders. This would be questionable in a human army, but the fact he was blaming a bunch of aberrations without free will for his own mistakes made this situation only silly. Meanwhile, our heroic models continued their journey to the flooded cave. Master Sead was used to living in sea trenches, so the subterranean darkness seemed strangely familiar to him. For Inky, who spent most of his life in shallow coastal waters, this place was completely alien. And somewhere in this darkness was hidden the source of Raven's power. The water seems to be flooding this cave. This will help me reach that Onyx Egg. Look, there are those Legion Lord's mushrooms. I think we must squeeze them to allow the water to spread. You must do it quickly. We have a whole army of undead and Nagis following us. So the victory is Master Sead reached the Onyx Egg. And in the previous scenario it was said that, like, when the Lich Lord made the ground from the seafloor rise up, it was justified by those fungus. Basically, these mushrooms have somehow the ability, the characteristic to be able to apparently contain a lot of water. So basically, if you try to flood them, they're just gonna soak it all up and it will be gone. Which is why we have to remove those fungus to actually make any headway. Any at all. So, and point is Master's High Inferno. One of the reasons why we have to crush those mushroom grooves is Master Sead has to be the one to reach this Onyx Egg, and he cannot move on, or it cannot move on flat, as on something that's not water. So, here we go. Then I'm not going to go with a huge army or anything. I'm just gonna level up the couple units I have right now, and I certainly would like at least one healer, maybe even two, and as I said, level up the other units I have around. Like, my idea is not to stand against a huge force and beat it or anything like that, certainly not. I'm just trying to... Okay, this is pointless. I'm just trying to reach the Onyx Egg. And I have some advantages. For example, I've played this campaign before. I know what's gonna happen. I've also somewhat recently played this specific scenario, so I'm not going in there aimlessly. I have specific plans. Like, really, me recalling units right now is not because I think I need them, but honestly because I think they can be helpful, because I think I can level them up. And that's all the only reason I have them. Blink see water. Blink like stone and fire, not water. Blink should tell their boss. And so they will. So as you can see, I cannot quite get there yet. Stuff is still underwater. I do not actually want to flood this place. I mean, I could, but I don't really want to. There's not much of a gain for me. Okay. So I'm just gonna wait until it floods enough, and then I'm gonna keep moving there, more or less. Actually, exactly like that. As you can see, there are a couple of trapped mermen, probably trapped by the Naga. I could try freeing them. Maybe they will be some helpful units for me. I wouldn't. Okay, I do know, but I'm not gonna spoil it for you. As you can see, the water keeps progressing. And thank you, honorable saver. I was imprisoned in this cave by Nagas. Hey, where are you? All I see is some horrible sea monster? All I see is a huge pile of luncheon meat. Like, awkward, but it makes sense. Why do these things always happen to me? I'm sure not a mermaid on my place would have been saved by, say, elves or something. And gone. And I mean, you can guess what those are gonna be. Probably not units that get saved by me. Sorry. Not exactly sorry. It's pretty helpful for me. So of course there are trolls, but there are also dwarves, and there will be undead and Naga behind me. They haven't arrived yet though. I think I hear that Lich Lord coming. We must hurry. Do you remember when we spoke about it old dam, brother? Well, in hindsight I think you were right. Fighting those knights just repaired was a bad idea. Actually, I think it wasn't such a bad idea. It looks like those Nagas didn't pay enough attention to the maintenance. I have an idea how to stop this flood. However, we must tell the boss first. So as you can see, both the trolls and the dwarves have some ideas about this flood. Both of them obviously first have to get it under control. So as you can see, any unit that shouldn't be underwater and is underwater when their turn starts takes 8 damage. Boom. Dum, dum. So they are the undead and the Naga. Rise up from the sea. Cave floor? I should have hidden my onyx against some abandoned graveyard. It would have made recruiting guards much easier. Talkative as always, Lich Lord. Stop calling me Lich Lord. I am a Lich Lord. Just because you are an invertebrate doesn't mean that I can't turn you into an undead slave. Speaking of slaves, why do those Nagas follow you instead of empowering you like every sane being? I want you dead. They want something tasty to eat. It's a nice cooperation. And then there was that part about our eggs being fed to bats if we don't obey. I said a nice cooperation, not a voluntary cooperation equally advantageous to both parties. Gah! That was kind of rude. So I gotta remove at least one of those two, otherwise I cannot really flood this place for my purposes. Odds, what are my odds for this? Pretty good. I'll take them. Perfect. Then I'm also gonna take that village. Because why not? Technically I could flood far more of this place, but I do not want to. I want to more or less keep them contained. So the Naga and the Undead will have to fight those guys. Or will be troubled by them, will be baited into attacking them, and not just me. Like if I tore down those barriers, it would reach the keep and the leaders of each race. But by not doing that, I basically create more trouble for them. I make sure that there will be a supply of trolls and dwarves that might or might not be willing to fight the undead. Which is to my advantage, of course. Then... okay, this doesn't trigger. I have to go to a specific place to actually trigger. Yep, more luncheon meat! And there we go. This is a lot of level ups for me, which is basically why I did that. Like, I could have ignored them, of course. Okay, no kill there. Whatever. Rude. Also rude. But I can forgive it. I can forgive that. As you can see, the Naga, the greater threat, at least... Wait, what? The enemy leader... What? When did the Dwarvish leader die and how? I think I have to watch the replay for that. Like, I'm gonna let this turn pass, but then I really would like to find out what the hell happened. No, a waste of XP. But really... like, I already know the map, so it's not actually a spoiler for me. But let's see. Like, this guy, there should be absolutely no chance of him dying, unless he got involved with those guys. Somehow? Possibly, I guess. Maybe. Okay, let's skip the animation for a bit. Stop. Okay, this might be where he died. Show me. Yeah, okay, I could have skipped my turn for sure. So he's still alive there? Can he? No, he could not have died there. Like, sorry for getting sidetracked, but it makes absolutely no sense to me that the Dwarvish leader should be dead at this point. Like, what? What? Just saying. So this guy arrives. So he did not die at that point. That's for sure. But he is dead 2 turns later, somehow. Did he maybe try to attack the instant? No, he did not. I'm starting to believe that I must just have overlooked that, whatever. or something. I believe right now I must have overlooked spawning. Or maybe he walked out there and got killed. But it would be weird as well, frankly. So since it was certainly not me who killed them, I do not really have to worry about this point of view, and I would like to see if they can see my units. I mean, that would be weird, but who knows. So yeah, the undead are of course doing fine. Like, yeah, that is technically a spoiler for anyone watching this before I got there, but I knew about them anyway. Like, advantages of having played the scenario before. Now, how the hell does he manage to die? Oh, come on, really? I at least understand now how he died, even though it... Boah. Like, really? I honestly might be willing to go back a turn just to make sure that he survives. Because what? This is such a senseless and foolish death. Let's go back here. Alright, I still gotta kill this one. Whoops. Kinda forgot about that. Okay, at least that part is easy. And then, I don't know, poison this one. I mean, I have to change up something for him to stand a chance of maybe not even going there. That would be nice, and it would be quite nice already. Okay, this was an accident. This was not. Nice. Then this guy does not specifically need a kill because he's close enough. This one certainly does not. This one might be the one with the most need. Then, and actually let's skip this specific turn. Wait, oh no, damn it. Dude! Let's just hope he survives. I mean, this time he has a chance. Like, seriously. Dude. So, by the way, I will reload a bit. So basically I go over here where I did not spot any undead yet, and then try to spot some undead. So I can read out this message I was looking for. Oh, come on. Nope. Not there. Actually, let's just start with killing this one. I also forgot that I have 100% chance to it. So I can definitely kill them, because they need water, that's why I have this 100% chance. And then this should give... Okay, maybe it doesn't. Let's cheat for a moment. Look! Those undead somehow got into this cave earlier and have surrounded us. Finding a shortcut becomes much easier when you are a disembodied spirit. So yeah, that's the thing I was basically holding out on by accidentally skipping it. But let's get back to where I'm actually playing from, which would be over here. Then, frankly, I would love giving this one some kill there, but seems to be difficult at this point. Oh, I totally forgot to move my Eldritch Tentacle down there. So I guess they're now stuck without a healer. Oh, whatever, it's done. Nothing I can change about that. Now let's do this first and ignore those guys again because I have no quarrel. Something. I have no quarrel. I really don't know how this is pronounced. Anyway, I have no reason to fight them. So by the way, this is the place I will have to drop next. Because the Onyx egg is on this side. Like technically I could also go for this place where the undead reside, but there's no use for me in doing that. Like seriously, the only thing I would achieve by doing that would be that the undead and the dwarves would no longer be able to fight, which is not exactly advantageous for me. Like, it's the opposite of what I want. Yep, this looks nice. What the hell? Oh, I feel bad for this one. Like, they escaped to gain access to a village. Like they escaped to reach a village and heal, but the merfolk are trapped down here for a reason, and everyone down here is an enemy of them. So even if I don't kill them, the dwarves will. There's a reason why this building is in such an unreachable place. It's full of stockpiled food. So apparently I got some gold. I have no idea how much. Like, how much did I have previously? 190 gold inside. Nice. I approve. Like, I'm not saying I don't want it. That's for sure. So yeah, that's what I meant with saying that it doesn't really help them, honestly. Okay, this is a safe leveling up. I can live with that. This is the same in a way. And luckily there's no troll around to lock me down on this place. That would have been kinda awkward. So there's the Onyx egg I have to reach. So I'm pretty much where I want by now. And I guess 2 or 3 more turns and we should be done here. Huh. So let's say give or take 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, there is some stuff I have to read out, so maybe longer than 5 minutes. I'm almost wondering why the dwarves and trolls attack me. Like, sure, I'm flooding this place, but I'm also making sure that none of their actual habitat is flooded. In a sense, I'm actually helping them by dividing the tunnels in 2 spaces, one for the dwarves, one for the trolls. So, like, I'm reducing their warfare. I mean, you could think of it that way. And as you can see, my leveling up is going quite swimmingly. Whoo, I did not expect that one. But whatever. I get a point with the skeleton undead is they all have submerged, so I don't see them coming. I just know they are probably somewhere down there, but I have no idea where. Oh, shame, I cannot reach this one. I guess I turn into another walking corpse. And as you can see, I'm absolutely ready to reach this place. Just gotta make sure that I block off any arriving trolls, and I'm set to end the scenario in the next turn. So for the record, this is what I consider the safest and easiest way to winning this scenario. Like sure, if I flooded everything I could probably collect more XP, but I have no need for that, not at this point. Like, as you can see, this is my one unit I have left that is not... Oh, I started floating this plate. Okay, this was not exactly intended. I've one unit left that is not max level yet, and lots of walking corpses which I honestly do not count. And everything else is on level 3. And this, let's just check. That's about 10 units on my recall list that are level 3, plus 14 I have on the field. And now, at last, the scenario is over. Like, I'm gonna collect on this XP, or at least try to, and then end it. Behold, Ravian, your reign is over! Can't we say negotiate? We have killed your enemies and you started pursuing us for trespassing your abandoned den. How stupid do you think we are that you expect us to negotiate with someone so irredeemably evil as you? Probably as stupid as he is. I guess you should apologize to Barnacles, Master. He's more like a sea sponge. Gah! Cracks the onyx egg. Ravian's dark soul left its container in the form of a pitch-black cloud. Guided by some eldritch force, it soared through the caves until it found its owner. It's not over, mollusks! Ravian's scream echoed in the caves as his soul returned to his body. Then everything was silent, with no sign of Ravian in sight. He deserves his egg broken for threatening our eggs. Time to swim home. Time for a strategic retreat. And with this scenario is already over. To set the tone for the next scenario, we will have to get out of these caves, of course. And I think not by the route we took to get in, if I remember this correctly. For now, we are indeed done. And there are, I think, like, technically 3 scenarios, but one of them is the epilogue without anything but reading happening. But yet, 3 scenarios left, and then we're actually done. As you can see, we have already defeated the Leech Lord, so that's pretty good, I would say. For now, thanks for watching. See you next time.